So I really don't know how to explain it, but this might be like a little bit of a preemptive farewell from the platform, just in case. We did a live stream this morning. Maybe some of you guys joined us for this live stream, which if you did, we really do appreciate it. But if you didn't, you may not be able to see it. So currently, at the time of recording this video, the live stream is still showing on my channel, but it's showing that it's live and it's actually happening, and maybe 2 people are still watching it, but it doesn't actually exist. And I can't get back into it. You can't watch it. And I brought this up to YouTube through YouTube creator support chat, and they said, oh, there's a glitch. But I will say that in the live stream, we covered a lot of different topics of discussion. We went all in. We really didn't hold back like we normally do or don't. And maybe somewhere along the line, we maybe said something we shouldn't have said, because I can probably guess that probably around 50 to 55 minutes is probably when that happened. Because at that time...
I know exactly what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
You're going to say, I'll be surprised if I have any transgender people watching this video.
I don't know. I don't know if that's it. But at that time, I lost on my screen. If you ever did a live stream before, you get all this data, stats on your screen. Mm-hmm. At that time, it went away. It went away. I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe there was just less activity, so that it wasn't populating on the screen like normal. I'm watching the live on the computer as we're doing it so that I can read the comments and engage with everybody in the live chat. So I knew that the live was still going, but I also knew that my phone was showing me something very odd, very strange, or at least not showing me anything, which was very odd, very strange, but it was still going. So I was like, all right, well, the feed's still going. Everything should be fine. Now, this actually happened to Justin twice, G.I. Justin twice. The first one, he was recording a video where he was sharing some important information about readiness and preparation. And then his audio was killed, okay? And the audio was killed on the video that he uploaded to YouTube, which you guys may have already seen. Additionally, he was doing a live stream where we actually ended up finding him
in the parking lot.
But during the live stream, again, just as he gets to the point at which he's going to enlighten and educate and inform, help and teach, he then loses connectivity. Mm-hmm. Loses connectivity for like 5 minutes.
Now, this isn't live stream related, but it is very interesting. So I have 3 channels. I have Squirrel Tribe, I have Squirrel Tribe 2.0, and I have Squirrel Tribe Shorts. I was on Squirrel Tribe Shorts yesterday, and I went into studio and went change channel. And I went to go to my main channel, and an error message popped up. It said, oops, you don't have permission to do that. And I was like, incorrect. So I tried again, but I went to Squirrel Tribe 2.0 and it let me. From Squirrel Tribe 2.0, I tried to go back to my main channel, Squirrel Tribe again, and it said, oops, you don't have permission to do that. And it had this huge error message and everything else. So I ended up closing out all apps, closing everything, logging out and logging back in, and it was fine. But for that to happen twice from 2 different channels, trying to go back to my main channel where it is a news-related channel, it kind of bothered me for a second.
Well, I have experienced that as well in my studio, but only for my channels, not for anybody else's channels that I have access to in YouTube Studio, in the analytics. Additionally, we have gone through and we have checked to see which videos are missing.
Oh, yeah.
In restricted mode. And interestingly enough, we can connect the dots here because I have the master dot connector. And
I wonder if I took a screenshot of that.
My short that I posted about McDonald's initiating layoffs is restricted. Mm-hmm. My short that I posted in Sam's Club about the invisible job force, restricted. You ask YouTube chat support about that, and they don't even know.
This is what they said. So I tried to go to YouTube.
Can we see it?
Technically, yes. I tried to go to YouTube chat, and I only did a screenshot of this one little section because I was like, are you serious right now? So, because I asked him, I said, hey, listen, I'm having issues with videos showing and not showing. And he said, well, okay, well, like, what do you mean? And I explained to him, he said, well, can you show me what you're talking about? And I was like, I have no idea how to show you what I'm talking about. So what I did was I took a screenshot of unrestricted videos and I took a screenshot of restricted videos and showed him how there were probably about 10 missing in between. And he said, okay, well, let me look into this. And he said, thanks for waiting. I said, welcome. He says, upon checking, restricted mode is an opt-in setting available on the computer and mobile site that helps screen out potentially objectionable content that you may prefer not to see or don't want others in your family to stumble across while enjoying YouTube. And I replied back with, because I was frustrated, I know what restricted mode is. I am asking what makes a video potentially objectionable when you are sharing the news. And then there was crickets and I said, never mind, thanks anyway. And I left because this person who works for YouTube, who should know all the answers to all the things that are happening, was clueless or not willing or able to answer what exactly why I would be in restricted mode. But I thought it was interesting. Potentially objectionable content.
So,
since when is telling the truth objectionable content?
Number one, the YouTube support staff has a standard MO.
Oh yeah.
It's contact. It's a series of salutations and greetings and wishing you well. It's let me look into this. It's confirm your channel. It's give me 5 minutes. It's give me 5 more minutes. It's we'll convert this to an email. That's it.
He didn't even ask for my channel.
That's it. Maybe you glossed over that one. That's it. And what we can gather from our own investigative research is that the content that's being restricted is the content that is providing the truth, the facts. Like, not to say that the other content's lying, but the content that really goes in, that really helps to inform and educate, that doesn't go well. And the live stream that has disappeared, that is locked up, I said, hey, now they acknowledge that there's a problem with my live stream on the chat. I said, can you fix it? He said, sure, I can. Of course I can. But I'm going to need some time to do it. Like, really?
If you know that you can, why do you need the time to do it? Why can't you just fix it? So I'm looking at the screenshots I sent the person yesterday on YouTube chat, and there's literally 8 videos in between that are restricted in a row, 8 in a row, and every single one of them is Norfolk Southern related, BlackRock related, and news related. Yeah, he just likes to lay on me. He's laying on my feet.
He wasn't here 2 minutes ago.
Oh, no, he scooted in behind you and laid down. That's what he does.
Can we see?
Okay, so it's kind of hard to see, but I sent a screenshot. These are the videos that are restricted. There's only 3, right? And so then I sent another screenshot of the when I open up non-restricted, and it's got all the other videos in there. And it doesn't make sense to me.
It makes 0 sense. I mean, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense, okay? So, unfortunately, the live stream that we did this morning was on my phone. Therefore, it doesn't record it, where if I would have done it on my laptop with Ecamm, I would have had a backup. So that live stream may never, ever be seen besides from the people who were actually there for the live stream.
Now I'm curious because I have a live stream set for Squirrel Tribe 2.0 tonight at 5 o'clock, and I wonder if I'm gonna have the same, if it'll even let me start it, if I'll have the same issue at the end of it, like what'll happen. I'm still going with it because it's Mimosa Monday, my dudes, I have to, and I want to, but I'm just kind of curious what's gonna happen. Like it does show up there, it's sitting there, but only one waiting, which is not normal at all. Normally at this point in time, there would be
and this is not to like toot your own horn.
No, but
this is just historic.
Historically on Squirrel Tribe 2.0, I have more likes ahead of the live stream, more people waiting, and more comments. I have 1 comment, 5 likes, and 1 person waiting. And that is literally...
And your last video on your main channel.
My last video on my main channel, it's doing weird things, which I didn't expect at all for it to do. Like I thought it would be doing way more than it is, and I'm curious as to why. So you know what? I'm gonna go look in restricted mode. Hold on.
So you had, you think that the live is in restricted?
No, I think that my other one on the other channel is in restricted.
So you also had an opinion on what you thought would get pushed by the platform.
I do. So here's the thing. When I jump on the platform, a lot of stuff that's being shown to me is the same stuff that's being shown in TV shows lately and in the media and everything else. And it's going to be stuff that is not
shown in the White House.
And shown in the White House. It's going to be stuff that's not actual news-based, information-based. It's going to be stuff that is division-based or agenda-pushing based. So,
which is odd because this video probably in itself is going to be restricted too.
Yeah, because we're talking about it. Like most of the stuff I'm seeing right now it has to do with LGBTQ plus stuff or nope, that's about it actually.
Well, and
comedy and like pranks and things like that. That's the main thing that I'm seeing everywhere. You have to search for the stuff that is news related on these platforms, I'm noticing. And even then, you're obviously not going to be shown anything.
So the Dylan, is it Dylan?
Yeah, Dylan
Mulvaney or something?
Yeah, that one. The one
Just think about it. That gets way more push, way more airtime. Granted, it's a trending keyword. I get it. But the platform will push that more.
Because they made it a trending keyword.
Exactly. Whether you're for it or against it, they are continuously driving this perpetual conversation of transgender and acceptance of transgender. I'm not saying not to accept it, but I'm just saying like, shouldn't we be focusing on like more important things here? Like, I don't know, saving money, saving people's lives, getting out of a recession, not having the dollar collapse, avoiding war with other countries. What was that? What was that message I just sent you? What was that message I just sent you?
Oh, yeah, I don't put it up in there.
The message I just sent you about Mr. Biden.
Hold on, my thumbprint's all messed up because I just washed the dishes. Let's see. What you just sent me. Oh, about won't visit East Palestine amid growing concerns. I've talked about that one before. He still has not been to East Palestine, Ohio. But a lot of people have said no president goes to train derailment. So it's not a big deal, but they're pushing it like it's a big deal that he hasn't shown up for the train derailment. But the question is, why should he? Technically, it hurt the soil and the whatever, but there was no loss of life. There was no whatever else. So it's not something that generally he would show up at to begin with. But the media wants to go, well, Biden still hasn't shown up. Hell, I did it because I still think he should go there. That's me personally. I still think he should show up there, especially if he wants to put that step forward so that people will see him as, you know, somebody that gives half a crap. He should go. It even took Pete Buttigieg, Pete B. I still can't say his name. People tell me all the time how to do it, and I can't do it. Pete B., the whatever, Secretary of Transportation or whatever the crap his name is, his title is, he even didn't go for the first like 3 months after the derailment. And that's his department. That's his freaking job, and he didn't go.
Now, we did have a train derailment, CSX in Pensacola.
Yeah, Pensacola.
Did you see that?
I saw something, but it wasn't like some wheels hopped. But a lot of times people will say derailment like it's a huge deal, and it's like a wheel hopped off. Nothing fell over. There was no issue whatsoever. There was an Amtrak derailment in Chicago.
But I think this is all part of that whole concoction of misleading information. I don't even know if it's misinformation. It's misleading information.
I agree.
Because misinformation, in my opinion, is just like completely wrong. But misleading information almost kind of makes you think it's going to be one. So it's the clickbait of the news. But news doesn't get clickbait, really, because they don't post videos like that. And even still, I don't know if their channels get labeled clickbait. Or you can't have discussions in restricted mode.
I didn't even know I couldn't even see my own comments.
Because they can't control what you say. It's all about control.
Restricted mode has hidden discussions for this channel. Like I can see my comments.
Oh.
But if I go to click on it to read it
wow.
and reply to it, restricted mode has hidden discussions for this channel.
That's odd.
That's different.
But I will say that my channel, for one, for sure, is definitely flagged.
It's definitely something because you're not getting. You're getting like 1/100th of the views
It's definitely flagged. Whereas others. I think others are feeding into the agenda and the narrative push. So they kind of get the thumbs up as long as they keep doing that. As long as I continue to push back, then, you know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to sacrifice my integrity my credibility or just how I genuinely feel about bringing you guys this information just to drive up the views. Now, with that being said, I would prefer more views so that more people would get the message. Therefore, most of this will fall on deaf ears because it just doesn't get the reach that I think it really deserves. Meanwhile, I can show you tons of other content out there that is a complete waste of time and providing you with the wrong information. I was shown, let me see if I can pull this up.
Like somebody just said, you're a better reporter than most reporters. And then somebody said, that's because most reporters no longer do real reporting and real journalism. We, the people, have become the journalists. And they said, I like how she questions what a lot of these articles say, is you can't trust much of what you hear or read out there these days, which is what I do. I'll read an article and I'll tell you, listen to the way it's said, listen to the way they're spinning it to make you have this response. They're trying to elicit this thought from you, this emotional response, this whatever. You have to look past that and look for what's actually true. Because mainstream media, everything has to be taken with a grain of salt because they're going to show you what they want you to see and hope that you don't see what they're trying to keep from your eyes. Which is what it seems like this platform's doing right in a second too.
So I jumped on here to show you guys what they showed me, which I can't believe that they did. And it was right there. You ever do it? It's right there on the homepage. You click too fast.
And then it's gone.
Then you go back to the homepage. And sometimes the homepage is what it was. This time I went back, the homepage refreshed, and now I can't find it.
Yep.
Now I can't find it because they know I'm looking for it.
Mm-hmm. That is how it works.
They know I'm looking for it. And it almost looks like this guy right here. Look at that guy. See him? Mm-hmm. If I can find it, I want you to remember that face.
Okay. Is it a channel, like a prepping channel by any chance? Because he kind of looks like the Goshen prepping guy. No? Okay. I don't know what it is that you're looking for, so it's hard for me to help.
And I didn't even hover over it to get the play for it to show up in my history. So I don't know if I'll ever...
Did it to yourself.
I don't know if I'll ever find it. But what it was, man, this is really going to bug me now. Because I really want you guys to be aware of what's going on and what's happening. And it truly is unfortunate. Hang on one second. All right, I think I found it. And I could be some sort of like forensic detective on the internet because how I find stuff is really strange, really odd. But it was in my browser history that actually showed the channel name so I could find it. And it was one of these guys here that I think it might have been him or that guy that his face looked familiar like the one I asked you to remember. Mm-hmm. But it's called, I don't want to tell you what it's called because I don't want you to go look at it. Because it's a lie. It's a complete lie. It's a channel that was created, and this channel was created May 2021. And it's purely designed to show you people unboxing a FedEx envelope with their check, okay? With the money that they've made, this check. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, ain't no side hustle out there sending you a check. Ain't none of them. No. They're gonna pay you directly to your bank account or they're gonna pay you through PayPal or whatever it is. No one's sending a check.
No.
No one's sending a check.
I agree.
And that literally, they will restrict the content and information that I'm bringing to you all, that Scroll Tribe's bringing to you all, to help improve your overall situation. And instead of you having access to that money savings, money making, investment, budgeting, getting out of debt, improving your credit, business information to start your own business, grow YouTube channel, everything, side hustles, like legit side hustles, understanding what passive income really means. Instead, they're showing this. Why is this showing up? Why is this showing up? And at that, on average, 30 views a video. So you're telling me that the content that I create gets suppressed, but then channels like these can end up on the homepage. Mm-hmm.
Because there's an agenda to push and you're not part of that agenda.
We've now moved on to peeling oranges.